What's up, guys? This is going to be one of the exciting episodes here. We're going to be talking about movies that we wish would have sequels on.
Yes.
What are your thoughts, Is?
Hamilton, hands down.
That's a musical.
Princess Mononoke,
That's an anime.
but it's a movie. Hey, what's up, everybody?
I'm Ranuma,
And I'm in.
and welcome to the R&I Podcast.
Welcome back.
What's going on, guys?
How's everybody?
What's up?
What's going on?
All right. So,
We have an exciting episode today.
we sure do.
It's about-
So this, we're going to talk about movies we had or wish we had a sequel on, and we're obviously you heard two voices come around. Those two are Eric and Joe from the Average Joe's Podcast. Say what's up, guys.
What's going on,
What's
guys?
up? What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Going
Thanks for
on.
having us.
Thank you,
problem.
thank
No
you.
problem.
Y'all located in the Bay, right? The Bay Area.
San Francisco
Yes, sir. Yeah,
from me.
San Francisco.
Yeah. San
Yeah,
Francisco.
sweet.
You guys are representing the ninth island. Was it the 808 or Vegas?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Vegas. 808 to the
Vegas.
702.
In the house.
Yes, sir.
How's the weather out in Vegas right now?
It's good to have you guys. It's beautiful right now. I would say it's a solid 67, but
Oh, yeah.
that's just me making a guesstimate. Yesterday it was like 68, 70 degrees
Nice.
with like
And a
it
whole
was
bunch of
just beautiful.
allergies.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
summer here
yeah,
in San
yeah.
Francisco, guys. You know that, right?
Yeah.
It's summer. Anything above
Yeah.
65 is summer in San Francisco. So
Really? Oh, jeez. I isn't it? You guys get like that waterfront breeze though, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's we
Get
get
the
that,
fog coming in
that
the morning.
automatic air conditioning
cool
coming from
wind.
the bay. Yeah.
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 Love it.
Oh, the fog. Oh, that's right.
Love
I
it.
was I went there. I went to San Francisco. I did a gig out there, and it was in the neck of the woods. I think it was called.
Yeah,
And it
that's
was the first time out there.
one of the cool spots. Who did you open with?
Yeah,
I'm
man,
at
it's
Neck of the
legit.
Woods a lot. Every time people perform there, I'm out there a lot.
This is this is a long time ago. This is back in I want to say like 2010,
Okay.
2011. It was a long time ago.
Okay,
It was almost
okay.
like 10 years ago. But we played with like Khaleesi.
It's like a veteran
Khaleesi
right
was
now.
the headliner,
Yeah. Right.
and she was a Samoan girl. She's out in Maui, and yeah. But anyway, that's enough about
Nice.
me being in San Fran. Movies that you wish had a sequel.
Movies.
Actually, I saw
Oh, man.
one of your shows on YouTube. You did or your vlogs, Eric. You went to revisit Ant-Man 2.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
revisited some scenes,
Yes.
and I thought that was super dope.
Yes.
That was so dope.
That was
Yeah.
pretty
Yes.
cool.
Thank you guys.
How long?
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
It was a
How
lot
long
of
ago
work
was
trying to
that?
figure everything out, but yeah.
Yeah.
That was post COVID. So yeah, I was still
Really?
walking
Oh,
around
wow.
freely without a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, good old days.
Or pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID, not post-COVID.
Back when we didn't wear masks 24/7.
Yeah. You
Outside.
can sneeze in public and no one would look at you funny.
Yeah. Hachu, no, yeah. Hachu's was normal.
Yeah.
Bless
Yeah,
you was,
exactly. Yeah,
normally
exactly.
came after that.
Now I'm trying to hold in and sneeze all the time. My eyes
Right?
are bulging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Working in a clinic, you're trying to hold in your sneeze. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
Trying to
just hold your
sneeze into a
nose.
song and stuff.
Terrible.
You
Right?
know? You know?
Oh man.
So yeah,
Oh,
okay.
man.
So movies that you wish had sequels. There's so many of them though. I have
There's
I
a
have a
lot,
strange
yeah.
list that I think. I mean, if you guys have if you guys have a really well thought out list like mine, what I thought I was just I wish these had sequels, but you guys may think it's weird. Should I start?
No.
No, judgment free zone.
No.
Yeah.
Yup.
We talk
Planet
a lot
Fitness,
about weird
All right,
stuff on
judgment
our,
free.
on
All
our
right.
podcast. So
Yeah.
Here we go. I did want this,
All
but
right.
it's for very impure reasons. Batman and Robin, the George Clooney and Chris O'Donnell Batman. I want a sequel of it because I love Alicia Silverstone.
Nobody wants the nipple Batman though.
But
Right.
I know that it wasn't the greatest. I knew it wasn't the greatest. Like Bane was just this roided out like crazy dude. Actually, should we say well, for people who haven't watched any of these movies? Spoiler. Bane was crazy.
Definitely.
I think the best part of the film was George Clooney and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Uma Thurman. I like those three characters. Obviously, they were the main characters. But I wanted it because Alicia Silverstone was gonna be Batgirl or Batwoman, Batgirl, and I was just like, I can't wait for part 2. I can't wait for part 2. Never happened.
Yeah.
I was a young kid in love. Okay, and then Chris
Is
O'Donnell.
that the only reason why you want a sequel? Or?
No. There's two other reasons. I have bullets. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
And there's also Chris O'Donnell. He was Robin. I actually liked his Robin. I mean, he was a lot older though than a normal Robin. Like wasn't Robin like in his teens or something like that? Yeah, so I was just like a little bit older, but I did like his. I like this suit.
12 or something, you know.
I like the suit. I was just like, okay, he's dope. I liked his Robin, but apparently a lot of people didn't like his Robin, and they had like nipple marks, right? Or was it just solid? I'm pretty sure they had the nipple ends. That was big.
I think this Batman and Robin had the nipples.
And I did want to see Clooney's Batman.
People off.
They did, yeah. See, and then I when I chose movies on the top of my head. I didn't like look for them. You know what I mean? I was just like, what movies did I want? So yeah, and then I wanted to see Clooney's Batman with other villains, like like the Riddler would have been cool, Penguin would have been cool, the Joker of course would have been sick. But I did like the cool, calm, collected Bruce Wayne, and when he gave the cure to Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, I was just like, oh, this is cool. I want to see like what happens. I mean, he obviously stays a villain, but it's still cool to see. You know what I mean? Like that was my first movie that I think I wished had a sequel, but mainly because of Alicia Silverstone, because I was a kid in love, a young man.
Not mad at it.
In love. Oh my gosh! Do you remember when she was in? Sorry, go on. Sorry.
The reason why they had the nipples, right, was because they were dealing with Mr. Freeze. That's the only reason why the nipples were
No.
That makes
the only
sense,
reason why.
Actually.
Right?
That makes sense.
Doesn't it? Right? Like,
Right now.
You're dealing with Mr. Freeze, you gotta pop
That
out
makes
with the
sense.
nipples.
My bad
makes
senses
sense
are
now.
tingling.
Come on, if they were dealing with someone else and the nipples popped out, it wouldn't have made sense. But the fact that they're dealing with Mr. Freeze, nipples. Nipple Batman.
It's like, careful, Robin.
That
Mr.
makes so
Freeze
much
is around.
sense.
I can tell by your
I didn't even
nipples.
think of that.
Jeez.
Like, can you imagine like their eyes all serious, just looking down, like,
Yeah.
oh, he's here. He's here.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh! Like, hide the diamonds. He's here.
That actually makes sense now.
Yeah.
See,
Remember, we live in San
Look at
Francisco, man. It's cold here all the time. You know?
Every in San
All the suits
Francisco,
got
every
nips.
Batman costume has nipples.
Wait,
Yeah, we got the nipple Batman here 24/7, guys. So.
I could. When I said the name, all y'all was like, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
But I'm
I mean,
not
that was
hating you
one.
on Alicia
man.
Silverstone.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alicia Silverstone was
Yeah,
a good
for
one.
sure. For sure.
Bad.
It wasn't Mr. Freeze. It was her. Yeah. You know.
Mhm.
Oh man.
Well, she was Alfred's niece.
Daughter or niece, right?
Yeah,
Family
what
member
the
of some sorts.
That's a weird. They really.
she
I
was.
didn't realize that they was the character changes were different because Bane came from Poison Ivy, which wasn't where Bane is from, and Barbara was her name, right? But it was supposed to be Gordon.
Yeah,
but it wasn't because it's Alfred's niece.
It was Barbara Pennyworth.
Pennyworth, yeah.
Oh man.
Man, I need to catch up on my Batman. You know.
Yeah, man.
Whoa, okay, all right. What happened to the no judging? What happened to the no judging?
No judging.
No judge zone here, right? Right?
We're still Planet Fitness here. We're still Planet Fitness. Don't
we're
worry.
still Planet Fitness.
Oh man. All right, switching gears here. What do you guys got?
When we first mentioned that we were going to do this, the first movie that came to mind when I was a kid, was Spawn. Like when I was a big fan of the comic.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I thought the movie was dope. As a kid, I thought it was pretty cool to see them bring it to life. I mean, if you don't know the Spawn story, him dying and making a deal with the devil or some demon and coming back and not coming back how he thought he would. And I just thought there was so much room to do like multiple sequels. Like that's such a dope character in my opinion. And I've always been a fan of those superheroes that are kind of borderline anti-superhero, you know. So for me, Spawn was like, I always wish. But I found out though, I guess they were doing a reboot of it with Jamie Foxx. And Blumhouse, I think, picked it up. So I don't know if it was put on hold because of a pandemic or what, but it looks like that we can expect that to come out pretty soon, maybe this year. So. Nice. But that's still going to be a reboot. It's not a sequel.
They finished the writing?
I think so. I think if you Google it, I think they even have trailers out for it. So, but it's just going to be a reboot though. It's not an actual sequel continuation. So. So yeah, that was the first thing that popped into my head.
Oh man, they're gonna have Jamie Foxx. That's a different Spawn. I didn't even think of Spawn. I think Johnny Gonzalez was in that bad boy.
Yeah, I took it back.
He was awesome.
Yeah, he was. That's right. That's great.
John Leguizamo, man, that guy's character number, yeah.
Oh,
and I just think now with like the special effects that we have, like, what's that?
Oh yeah, like. Imagine, what is that scene that he was in hell? Remember, and all the demons are in that. Today's CGI would be fantastic.
Out of this world,
yeah. Spawn. Oh my gosh, that's such a
Spawn.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Thank you.
Spawn.
All right, guys. You guys know I'm a lot older than you guys, so I'm bringing you guys back to a lot of my movies are in the '80s. Okay, so I'm going to bring one up to you guys that was supposedly filmed in San Francisco, but they never did a remake. And from this day on, I still wish they did. And that's Kurt Russell's Big Trouble in Little China.
Ooh,
oh, wow. I haven't seen it. Man.
You guys,
yeah, that was a good one.
If you guys know the movie,
I watched it.
A lot of martial arts.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of martial arts. There was a lot of that Chinese proverbs that they were doing in the movie. So, for them to not come out with that sequel, like this was 1986 that it came out. So for them to not come out with a sequel, they even thought of a sequel. And at the end of the movie, they even teased us with a little like demon on the back of his truck while he's driving away from San Francisco. So for them not to come out with a sequel with that was kind of like, come on, man, you guys got to come out with a sequel. Right now, even if they did a reboot, I wouldn't mind a reboot just to see what it was like. Like you guys Joe just mentioned with CGI and special effects, the way things are right now, it's probably going to be a lot better. But yeah, to me, I wish they came out with Big Trouble in Little China. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Wow, I haven't seen that movie. We had the VHS for that.
Yeah. I was going to say that too.
Yeah.
VHS is when it first came out.
Yeah,
that's where it's at, guys.
We had that's the same time we had the Be Kind Rewind machine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You have that kid and opens up the tape and says, I got to charge you guys $10 because you didn't rewind this tape.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. My family was a big
martial arts. You guys did not rewind it all the way.
Movie buffs. So I don't remember a lot of it, but I do know we had it.
Yes.
There was a lot of martial art movies around that came out at that time. If they do a reboot, like who would you recast? Or who would you cast?
Wow. Man, to play his character. Man, I'm gonna have to go with Keanu Reeves, just the way he's going right now.
Yeah.
With that John Wick beard and that John Wick look, I think he can be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Might be like
character.
what, John Wick number 5.
Yeah.
John
And
Wick
then
part 5.
call it like John Wick Part 5, Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do enough John Wicks. I'm with it.
No, you cannot. You can't go wrong.
Yeah,
Can't go wrong with John Wick.
I would have maybe Scott Adkins would have been good for Kurt Russell's character. I don't know if you remember him. He played opposite Michael Jai White in Undisputed 2. And he's a soldier, man. He's like, you know what I'm saying? So he does martial arts. Yeah, I think that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
That'd be cool.
All right, Ranuma, what about you, man?
There's this one movie that we just watched with the family like a couple of weeks ago called Dracula Untold. It's with Luke Evans. It came out in 2014. It reminded me of like the medieval Batman, you know, like he went into his dark ways, you know.
Oh, nice.
And in the end of the movie, they were teasing like the second part. And I don't know if you guys watched Game of Thrones, but it's the guy who played the king of I don't know, King Lannister. I forget. I think it's Tyrion or something like that.
Okay.
Tyrion?
Yeah, Tyrion.
Oh, the dad.
Yeah, that guy's good.
Yeah, the dad. The one who gets shot at the crossbow by his own son. So
Yeah.
So yeah, he comes in that movie as the original Dracula, and in the end they get reincarnated, and he goes and says, "This is just the beginning" or something like that. And I'm like, okay, and then I started Googling it. I'm like, there's no second part to this movie. How?
Yeah.
How is it not? You know what I mean? Like they're gonna leave us like that on that kind of cliffhanger? No, that's not cool.
It's like a big time gap, right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But it's I watched it a long time ago when it first came out, and I watched it again with my family 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, man, I forgot how good this movie was.
What was the name of that one again?
It was a beautiful movie. I believe. Dracula
Untold.
Okay.
It's the one with also what's his name? The main who's the guy that played Dracula? He was also in Fast and the Furious as the
Luke
Shaw
Evans.
brother.
Luke Evans. Luke Evans. Yeah.
Right.
That dude.
Oh man, that one slipped through the cracks.
That's the one where it ended in the now, right? It ended with the now, like he's sitting in a coffee shop, and
right, that one.
Yeah, I did see that one.
Yeah,
that was a good movie.
What did you think about that one?
That was a good movie. I like that movie. I liked it a lot. It was it made you look at Dracula in a different way, because we think of Dracula as like this evil guy who likes to just sneak into women's room and bite their neck or whatever. But he actually had a storyline of why he became Dracula.
Yep.
The killing of his family and the only way to revenge. I did like that movie. It would have been nice to see a sequel of that one.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, I know that was like since 2014. So maybe, who knows?
Was it from a book?
Yeah,
it was from a book, wasn't it? Maybe wasn't able to get picked up. Ah, man, that was a good one, because
could be.
I was just like, it could have been like Dracula, the Hidden Scriptures, or something like that. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. I think that's what's great about those type of characters, that anyone can pick it up and do their own thing with it and reinvent it.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, oh wow.
It's kind of like comic book characters.
Yeah.
So I have another movie. It was Looper. Do you guys remember Looper?
Ooh.
That's
the one with Bruce Willis?
Yeah, Bruce Willis. Yeah. And they were just like a lot of time. I would love to see maybe a sequel, but it would be like on another part of Earth or something like that. Or not Earth, but same time frame, same technology, but with different characters around the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like that would be.
Time travel's all over that movie,
Yeah, it is all over. But you only kind of focus on certain characters. You know what I mean? But what about other characters that haven't seen the technology? That would be a great movie, because I really wanted to kind of to explore time travel in there, kind of like how the Tom Cruise movie was. I forgot the name of that one. It was where he could like kind of go through time and see crimes before they happened. You guys remember that movie?
Oh,
with Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise. Oh, dude,
what's the name of that
was one of my favorite movies.
Is it Minority Report?
Minority Report.
Is it Minority Report? Is that the one?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah, with Looper, like, I feel like it just kind of like left me pretty empty. But I was just like, see, this would be kind of like kind of cool to see other people kind of handle it, like maybe a younger kid who was successful, but you know he didn't want to be there anymore. Kind of, you know, like I don't know. I just feel like that could have been another story could be told with that same kind of that same kind of technology.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good idea. Yeah. That was a great one.
Like, yeah.
I like that one. Yeah, Minority Report and Looper. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. 2012. Yeah, that movie.
These are 2074 is when it was taking place. You know, from the.
Oh, that's true.
Time travel.
So, time travel movies. I mean, you can't always do sequels to it, but Back in the Future did 3 of them. So, I mean, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, we can't. Yeah. They did 3 sequels. Come on, 3 sequels, and they got us all at the edge of our feet trying to figure out, like, how can we get a DeLorean and go back to the future, right?
Exactly. Oh, man.
Jesus. All right. Joe.
All right.
What you got, buddy?
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and when I was a kid, I was in high school. It was a cult classic. It was Half Baked. For reasons I'm sure you guys all know. Do you really? Oh, nice. There we go. So the real reason why I'm a big I'm a big Dave Chappelle fan, and he's always been pretty vocal about how he would have done it differently. It was like a PG-13 version of what he really wanted to do. So it would have been cool to see him, have the chance to have full control creatively and just attack that whole. I mean, the cast, the story was ridiculous. It was funny. I still watch that movie whenever it's on. So I think Half Baked could have been a pretty cool sequel. I think he still can do it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Half Baker.
Yeah. Or full bake.
Or full bake. Yeah, you go full bake.
It's a whole lot of bacon there.
Oh man,
that's so tight. That was my next movie. See, so if anybody who Dave, if you see this, Dave, please, no, full baked, baby.
Full baked. We gotta do full baked, guys. That's how it is, man.
It makes sense.
The Bakewell.
It's getting legalized everywhere these days. I think people would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, they should revisit that though. They should do a sequel.
Open up the scene like on the beach where he lives now.
Yeah.
Right near the beach, boy.
By the beach. I want to speak to Samson.
So sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want candy?
Oh man.
Now let me ask you guys, if you guys are gonna watch a movie like this, right? Do you have to be baked to watch a movie like this, or can you guys watch it without being baked?
I think you can enjoy it either way. It's that good of a movie.
It all depends on. Yeah, I think you got to do both. I mean, to really. To really know. I mean, I don't smoke, but I do drink. And drunk, it is a lot more funnier than it is when I'm. Only because you laugh at more sillier things. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Like the horse.
You notice everything more when your senses are different.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like you get aware. You're aware of weird things. Like the horse scene was funnier drunk than I remembered. I was like,
yeah, for sure.
I was dying so hard when he was giving the police horse food.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Jeez.
Or like,
Oh,
I mean, there's so many. But half baked, yeah. You would have to
full baked.
You'd have to watch it both ways. I watched it as a kid.
Dave Chappelle, if you're watching, man, we're ready for full baked.
Full baked.
100%.
Let's do
it. Full baked.
Or do it.
Get it going. Make it happen.
Oh man.
My next one again, everything to me is in the 80s, guys. So sorry for that. A couple of new ones, but this one, man, it's like everybody wanted a sequel and never got one. Mel Brooks' Spaceballs. Right?
Oh man.
It's like you had Star Wars, Empire, and Return. Mel Brooks could have just copied off all of that. 1987 is when the movie was released. So Mel Brooks could have came off and just did the exact same thing with Empire and Return of the Jedi and just call it like, Spaceballs 1 and 2 and 3. So for him not to come out with that, man, I don't know if Mel Brooks is the type that just doesn't like to do sequels, but, you teased us with Spaceballs 1. You could at least, brought the other ones in, and I would have been satisfied if even now, if they want to do it, they can still do it.
Yeah. I mean, well, probably because it's more like a parody. Well, yeah, it could have been like how was it a Scary Movie? Like how it's
the parodies,
yeah. So I definitely agree with you on that. Like Spaceballs bounce back. You know what I'm saying? That'd be funny. I don't know, like
Spaceballs,
ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed.
I love that. How large the freaking helmet.
The dark helmet, yeah. Dark helmet or dark? Was it dark helmet or dark? I think the funniest thing to me was when they told him to sweep the sand or comb the sand. You had these guys like the stormtroopers actually combing the sand with a big comb. It's like, come on, man. This is like stupid comedy, but it's funny when you're watching it.
Yeah.
Oh man, it reminds me of all those Naked Guns and Naked Gun movies.
Yes. Yes.
Oh man,
I was just gonna say that too.
Yeah.
And that's a movie I wouldn't mind watching baked or drunk.
Yeah. I mean,
who would you guys see playing in Spaceballs? The second one, if the sequel comes out.
Oh man!
Andy,
I'd want to see Will Ferrell be one of the bad guys. He has to be a bad guy.
100%.
I could see Steve Carell.
I get to see him.
Steve Carell. I can see him there too.
Steve Carell. Yeah.
Steve Carell. Yeah.
He could play the John Goodman character. Or was it? Or was it John? Oh no, John Candy.
Barf.
Barf. Yeah.
Barf.
Oh yeah, no.
Bartholomew.
And then wait, so Rick Moranis would be played by, Dark Helmet would be Will Ferrell? Would that be the character he could play? That would be funny.
Or Will Ferrell could be like the Emperor coming into the show. Right?
Yeah.
He could be like the main bad guy. You can do that.
That's true.
Man.
And then,
Will Ferrell just he'll
I think Andy Samberg.
I could see like
Samberg
Ben
from,
Stiller.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy Samberg. Yeah, he's good.
Oh, Ben Stiller, yeah.
Ben Stiller. I think he can
Ben
do it.
Stiller, yeah. Dude,
he's
my favorite.
If he just came out with a Zoolander character in Spaceballs too, I think that'd be hilarious.
That's done.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
That's
Even
done.
Will Ferrell's version. Yeah. What is it? What was his name?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
Spaceballs. Yes.
Spaceballs, man.
Man, Spaceballs. Yeah. So. Again, I'm bringing you guys in the 80s, man. All my sequels are in the 80s.
It's okay.
That's a good list you got going on, though. So my next one is the 2010 Inception.
Ooh, that was on my
with
list.
Leonardo DiCaprio
Yes.
and man,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
mean,
one.
what? Okay, so it leaves it. The cliffhanger is really open ended. You know, you get the top. There's a top, right? Where
Yeah.
it's just spinning, just keeps on
Mhm.
spinning. Does that mean he's still dreaming at the end, or no?
Is he dead?
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's why it needs a sequel.
Yeah.
Because I'm not talented enough to come up
Exactly, right?
with the
Like,
plot.
Yeah. Yeah,
man, but
it definitely needs an explanation. I mean, like, you know, you look on
Mhm.
YouTube and all that, everyone's like, so what's going on? Is he dreaming? Did he die? What's
Mhm.
going on? And so I would like an explanation. You know, I would like
Yeah.
what's going on? Is he the dream sequence? Or what is it, man?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
yeah,
I'd
there's
like
a whole bunch of fan theories of
Yeah.
how it ended, and so I think the director should just come out with the second one to just put those theories to rest and be like, this is actually what happened, you know?
Yeah. Even if they had like a director's cut or like, you know, that DVD cut and the director speaking and saying like, okay, this is what really happened and this is what's going on, but not even that, not even an explanation with that one. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
And
that's
I
all,
actually
man.
enjoyed that movie too. It's a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
a lot of sequences in there, dream sequences.
Yes.
Now, correct me
That
if I'm
movie's
wrong.
a
That
trip,
top
just-
was
just-
his
just
way of
watching
being
it.
able to tell if he was in a dream, right? Is that what it was? Like everyone had something that they held on to, so they knew if they weren't in, you know, not in reality or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it was it on just a tabletop or was it in a microwave? I'm like blinking right now. Where was?
I think it
where
was
did
like on a
spin it?
tabletop. Like
It was on a tabletop. Okay, I'm tripping. I don't know why
It
I'm
was on a
thinking
table. It was on a
microwave.
table. Yeah, it was on
Yeah.
a
It
table.
was on a table. Okay.
Mm.
Why am I thinking microwave?
You're just still thinking about half baked. Come on, get out of there.
Munchies. Ah,
You
jeez.
know why? Because in the movie Half Baked, they did a spin top next to a microwave.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember.
But we wouldn't know, right? Because you
Yeah,
know,
we would-
you
we
know.
Yeah.
Inception 2.
Oh,
I used to
jeez.
think there was this movie that came out called Tenet that came out last year, ended last year,
Yes.
and it was made by the same writers as Inception. But before I watched it, I thought it was like a sequel, but it wasn't. Like it was very close to Inception, though. Have you guys seen it? Tenet.
Tenet.
No,
Is that
no.
the one with Tenet?
Tenet. Yeah, it's
Or
right here. Boom.
Tenant?
Tenet. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. Yeah, Tenet.
Is it Tenet?
Tenet.
2020
Johan-
Christopher Nolan. Oh yes, that Christopher Nolan
With
one.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That one.
That was
I would
crazy.
think, yeah, that was
crazy. I thought it was. I thought it was a sequel. Watching it, I was just like, wait, how does this work with Inception? Because they're very much awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, I think it may be because I mean the director is from the same director as Inception, Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Christopher
So-
Nolan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm just like,
Cool. Yeah, that's a
dude,
good one.
what's in your head? How do you write that awesome stuff?
Seriously.
So I didn't write that. I was just thinking about it when after you said Spawn, but this should have had a sequel. Do you guys remember the 90s movie? I think it's early 90s movie called Warriors of Virtue. It is a story about a kid that learns about ancient beings that studied Shaolin fighting, and these beings were kangaroos.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, so it was super cool. This kid gets absorbed into the book and ends up in a different world where he finds these gifted Shaolin kangaroo monks, and they all have like the power of like the elements like wood, metal, fire, earth, and the one that the main character or the main kangaroo monk was the water tribe guy. If you guys ever check that movie was awesome. It was basically about this bad guy trying to eat up worlds, and their world was next.
Wow.
And it would have been cool to see another sequel of that, because I was like,
and you guys are giving me like a
line
of things to watch.
Like I think
I know I already just put this on
like
my list.
90, I want to say like 96 or 95. Yeah, Warriors
97.
of Virtue. Yeah. 97? Okay, yeah.
Warriors 97. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it came out in 97.
Yeah.
Cool. It looks pretty cool, man.
It's, dude, man. I mean, because like, at the time.
Is it on Netflix?
No, probably not.
It has to be on Netflix.
You'd have to, like,
it has to be on Netflix.
Gotta be. Where where can you watch it? But
it has to be on some kind of streaming platform.
Google Play Movies, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, it's on Pluto.
Someone has to have it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out.
It's on Pluto and Tubi.
Anything martial arts, man, I'm definitely in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Warriors of Virtue would be my next. I believe that that movie was so sick. Just how old was I in 97? I was 9 years old, and I was like, yo, that I wanted to be whisked away in that world. I wanted to fight with the freaking dude that can like glide on metal rings. Freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
So cool.
See, that's a cool thing about movies like that, right? Movies like that comes out when they do this, it puts us in an imagination stage where we just like, you want to be part of that life or that dream or whatever they're doing. And that's the cool thing about movies that I like about certain movies that I like. It's we put ourselves in that character, and we want to be part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's how LARPing came about, right? You're such a fan of these movies and shows and things, and you just want to act them out and be. I mean, I think we've all done it on some level and didn't realize it, you know. So yeah, for sure, I would.
Yes,
I can't wait to check this one out. Actually, this looks pretty cool.
Yeah, like.
Yeah,
me too.
Like, when you're acting that fool, like, you're you're Jim Carrey from Ace Ventura, so.
All right, Joe, you got another one?
Oh yeah. Sorry. So this one I put a little thought into this one because I'm a big Quentin Tarantino fan, and Django Unchained, right?
Ooh.
We all know how that one ends, right?
Yes.
He's this freed slave. He pretty much takes out a whole plantation and the owner and saves his slave wife, or frees his slave wife, excuse me. We all know that story doesn't end there, right? I mean, there's going to be a manhunt. They're going to be after this guy. So I thought it would be cool if he became this sort of like kind of superhero that rides through the South taking out plantation owners, and they're all scared of him, and then just his name strikes fear into their hearts, and everyone's trying to catch him but they can't. And so I think Tarantino, like I said, he's one of my favorite directors, and so I think he would be able to like do a cool spin on that, but Django Unchained,
definitely.
Yeah. Oh man,
that'd be a good one too. Besides Kill Bill, is Tarantino done any other sequels?
No, I don't think so. And Kill Bill really is just one long movie that he just broke into two parts, if you really think about it.
Yeah,
it's not a continuation of this. It's not a different story.
There's a Kill Bill Volume 3.
Is there?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's announced. Kill Bill Volume 3.
Oh, nice.
When did that come out?
It's not. No. It was announced. It was announced that there was going to be a Kill Bill Volume 3.
Oh, they're going to come out with one.
They're going to come out with one. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I want to see the Crazy 88 again, man. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Wow, where are they going to go? She killed everyone.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
yeah,
like, who else?
I mean, unless there's somebody that guy spoke to, which is normally the case.
Yeah, right.
It's sad that Chiaki isn't in there.
Oh yeah, they already even have a thing already. They already. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
See how
Can't
that
wait.
comes out. Kill Bill
Yeah.
Volume 3. Yeah.
That would be crazy. Yeah. You never know what it'd be about.
Again, guys, back in the 80s, I apologize for all the 80 movies, but
No worries.
It's all good.
I think Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito should have came back in 1988 and did the movie Twins all over again. Or
Yes.
revisit Twins and see how they are. I mean, that movie was like, Arnold Schwarzenegger he decided to do some kind of comedy instead of his Terminator type character, and he just blew it out of the park with that one. I mean, it's just the way his accent was, the way he was speaking. Then you had, little guy like Danny DeVito in there to, help him out.
Mm-hmm.
That movie, going forward, they should have came out with another one just for us to be like, okay, what happened after, you guys lived your normal life.
Just for the fun of it.
And
such a fun
again, there's supposed to be like just for the fun of it. And there's supposed to be like a reboot coming out with like Rock and Kevin Hart, right? Supposedly that's the rumor going around.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
I heard that too.
They're talking.
That'd be good.
I don't think it's going to be as funny because Kevin Hart's annoying. Just to me, just my personal thing. Kevin Hart's annoying, with the way he's always like. And to me, like, The Rock is a cool guy, but he's just an over actor. It's like when you go back to '88, where Arnold Schwarzenegger still trying to figure out if he can act, and then you had a powerhouse like Danny DeVito helping him out there. I think that movie was a good movie the way it was. They should have brought him back. They still can if they wanted to. 40 years later.
Yeah, no, and they had kids at the end of Twins, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
They did.
They both had twins. The twins had twins.
That's right. Yeah, they were holding
If I
twins
remember.
at the end of the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. They set it
Wow,
up right
I can't
there.
believe I
That's-
remembered that. I haven't seen Twins.
There you go. Yeah.
See? Perfect. Right there.
One of them was The Rock, and the other one was Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Annoying little baby.
Annoying little baby. Exactly.
Oh man. All of Danny DeVito's
Oh,
kids are
man.
The Rock size.
Yeah.
Twins, yes, for sure.
Twins. Yeah.
I think Twins
should
would
have
be
had a sequel.
A great sequel.
Should have had a
Oh
sequel.
yeah, I thought they did, but I guess it was just wasn't Arnold Schwarzenegger was in a movie where he got pregnant after Twins, right? What was that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. He did another one.
I
Yeah,
got
with
the-
Danny DeVito also. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
that was with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What was that one called?
It wasn't Mr.
Like-
Mom.
Mr. Mom? Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
it might have been
It
Mr.
wasn't
Mom.
that.
Mr.
I
Mom.
think-
Yeah. Wow.
No, that's the one with what's his name? Batman, the original Batman.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton, yeah. Mr. Mom was Michael Keaton. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the one Schwarzenegger.
Huh.
We're not talking about Mr. Freeze right now, guys.
Yeah, no Mr. Freeze.
Mr.
Nipples
Freeze,
are
yeah.
No.
pretty cool.
Mm-mm. Nope.
It was called Junior. The movie was called Junior.
Junior. There you go.
Junior.
Junior, yeah.
Junior. Oh wow, that was 94.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one.
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah,
of
'cause
scary.
he did. Yeah. Oh, it wasn't a Twins. It wasn't a Twins sequel. I thought it was
No,
based
no.
off of because. Well, I mean, back in the day because they were both in it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, yeah. But it got a 73%, man, on Rotten Tomatoes,
Rotten?
so must have
Yeah.
been funny.
I did watch it,
Oh,
but I
jeez.
had nightmares for a minute. I was just like, where would that come from?
Yeah, that's jeez. Watching Arnold Schwarzenegger is scary enough. Now you got to watch him
Yeah.
pregnant.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh,
I
Nope.
didn't want to think about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
ooh,
Can't do
okay.
it.
Oh man, Twins. That's a good one.
Oh jeez. What do you got? What do you got?
Okay, so I don't know if I wish it had a sequel but it didn't end. It kind of ended on a good note. I really liked The Sixth Sense a lot, and I would love to have seen a grown-up kid, with that power, and just kind of. And I just want to see how they would go with it. But then, yes, I was just like, when Bruce Willis finds out that he's actually been dead, like that was just like oh dang, okay, so I was like, okay, he has something going on where he was able to talk to him, like, because the other ones, they weren't really talking to him, you know what I mean, all the other ghosts. There was interaction with them, like you remember the box underneath the bed, and there was also I think it was no, never mind, she was alive, but I just wanted to see what else that power could do, for I forgot his name, the little kid, but I wanted to see him grow up and use that power in six. Like, I wouldn't mind if it came like today. Like, now he should be like a full blown adult, with these powers.
Yeah.
And I would love to see another Sixth Sense, and and wasn't Sixth Sense right before Signs came? Then Signs came out right after. But yeah, no, Sixth Sense.
Yeah,
I wish that had a sequel. I love that movie a lot. I loved it because I think that was the first twist of a movie that I'm just like,
Yeah. Yeah, when I watched the movie, I didn't understand it at all. I had to watch it like a second time, and it wasn't because I was, the half baked stuff, but the second time around, I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. No, I was like, when did this movie come out?
It's kind of hard to watch that movie.
1999.
Kind of hard to watch that movie because half the time I was watching the movie, I was kind of like this the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like trying to look through your fingers, It's
that's exactly it. That was exactly why I couldn't, I didn't understand. So,
and at the end of the movie, when we find out Bruce Willis is dead, we were like, oh damn,
yeah,
Bruce Lee is dead.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah, that was a twist at the end. Like, wait, Bruce Lee is in this?
Yep.
Yeah, Bruce Lee is gone, guys. I'm sorry.
He's been Bruce Lee this whole time.
Man, but yeah, man.
Yeah. And in another dimension, Bruce Willis was the greatest martial artist ever.
Oh man, that would have been cool though. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Seeing like Haley Joel Osment as a big kid right now.
Oh jeez.
I'm trying to collect myself, but the phrase "dead people" changed to Bruce Lee. I'm crying. Hold on.
Can we just for a moment imagine Bruce Lee trying to tell one of his proverbs to Haley Joel Osment during this movie?
Yeah, that's his name.
Telling Haley Joel Osment, "Be water,
be like water,
be water." Oh man, sorry Bruce Willis, I didn't mean to take you off Sixth Sense.
And sorry Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, rest in peace. Sorry about that.
I was just thinking, I see Bruce Lee. That's all I was thinking, and I just couldn't help but laugh. Oh man.
Oh man.
But yeah, Sixth Sense should have had a sequel.
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense.
Am I up?
Yeah, what would be part 2 of Sixth Sense? Bruce Lee actually does come out,
Bruce Lee comes out.
Yeah.
Haley Joel Osment moves to Seattle.
Enter the Sixth Sense.
Oh, geez.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay. So for my next movie, it's not It's not as good as these other ones, but I don't know if you guys remember Beer Fest. Now, this one actually teased a sequel. At the end of it, I don't know if you guys remember, there's a teaser for part 2 that was supposed to be Weed Fest, if just to stick with the theme, and they never did it. They never. These are the same guys that did Super Troopers. I forget their group. They're like, I think they're like a production team. It's the same guys. They did Super Troopers. They did Beer Fest. They did some other weird movie, and yeah, I just thought it was hilarious, just the whole premise of it, and to see those same guys do just another sort of half-baked style movie, I thought would have been really good, but they never did it. In fact, they haven't done anything since that, so it's kind of a bummer. But yeah, Beer Fest to Weed Fest, I think would have been funny to watch.
Yeah, that would be crazy, man.
What would that be?
And it couldn't have come in a most appropriate time, also,
Beer Fest.
Well, maybe now someone's
full baked.
Weed Fest.
There's a lot of
Whoa.
a lot of cooking.
Yeah. It's getting hot up in here.
I thought Beer Fest was awesome, but like, there's like some character. There's probably be like new characters in there too. I thought it was mental that one of the characters had to drink that huge tub of beer. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember that? Right. He got stuck in it, so he drank it to get out.
He had to drink his way out.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to drink his way out. I was like, that is a smart man. I just would have drank at least up to here. So
yeah. The movie was so ridiculous. I mean, the guy dies, and they bring him back as his cousin, who's essentially the same character with like an accent. So nothing changed after he died. They just replaced him.
Yeah.
It was just so like ridiculous.
Yeah. Ends up getting with the guy's wife too. It's funny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, crazy.
So absurd, but it's such a good movie. And that was in Oktoberfest. It was held at Oktoberfest out in Germany. Where's Amsterdam exactly?
Yeah.
Amsterdam would probably be where. Well, no, it could be anywhere. It could be anywhere here.
Could be anywhere. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. If Weed Fest.
Weed Fest.
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Oh
Colorado.
man.
No.
Jamaica, Colorado.
Yeah. If you guys are listening, we're not baked, okay?
Yeah. We're not.
Well, I think we're all not baked.
Yeah, I'm not. Not yet.
Not there.
I'm not.
Not. What's in
I'll be
this
like,
Costco
the
water?
gummies in a kick in yet, right? He's like, nope.
Oh man, all right. This one, I'm not sure why they never came out with a sequel. They should have came out with a sequel. But Beetlejuice kind of left us hanging at the end of the movie, man.
Yes.
They definitely could have done one or two more sequels after that. I mean, it's just the character is not a boring character. He could have haunted a different family, another house. But for them not to come out with Beetlejuice, I don't know if it's Michael Keaton because he didn't want to reprise his role, or if it was something that had to do with the directors. But Beetlejuice should have had at least one sequel right after that.
Yeah,
I mean, they left us with the Banana Boat song at the end of the movie. I think it would have been cool if they came out with something else.
I think there was talks about it to come out, and then they pushed it back. Beetlejuice 2.
Okay.
But you're right. Like, they haven't made it yet, so I don't see it. So it never happened.
Yeah.
So I would love to see.
It's not going to happen. Michael Keaton's in the MCU now. It's not going to happen. So we'll see what happens.
He is, right? Yeah.
Yep.
But Beetlejuice, yeah. I like. I also liked how they had that one song. Daylight come.
Dale's Banana Boat. Yeah.
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 Dude, so good.
Yeah, that movie is something that definitely should have came out with at least a part 2.
Should have done the second one.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Ranuma, what you got? You got one?
World War Z.
Nice.
What the heck happened to that?
Yeah, that's on my list. That's on my list also.
That's
World War Z.
Yeah,
that's
should have came out.
Yeah.
So Brad Pitt's character in the end of this 2013 film, he injected himself with the serum, or was it
with the
actual virus, right?
Yeah.
From what I remember, I think he walks through the horde of zombies or whatever they are, and they don't even come close to him. So it's like, okay, are you going to be selfish and not give it to everybody else, or what? He's just going to be walking around as the only one with the vaccine or whatever, you know?
Yeah, that movie. Yeah. I mean, they were talking about a sequel for the longest time. I mean, we're talking 2013, and we're in 2021.
Yeah.
I think last year wouldn't have been good to come out with a sequel for this one because of what was going on. But man, I would not mind seeing a sequel for World War Z, and I kind of think they were already surpassed with the zombie. The zombie thing. Everyone was into zombies when this movie came out. Now I'm not sure where the zombie phase is anymore. So I'm not sure with them coming out if it's going to be as popular as the first one. But I totally agree. This is on my list as well. World War Z should have been on there.
Yeah, because I mean they had I Am Legend, and then World War Z came out afterwards, right?
Yeah, yeah.
World War Z was a trilogy too in a book series, correct?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always assumed there was going to be another one. Yeah.
Right.
That's why I really liked World War Z, and the freaking zombies are nuts. Just like it was weird that they were learning. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
right.
They put the Walking Dead walkers to shame.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh. They put the day 28 or 28 days of zombies to shame.
28 days, yeah.
Yeah.
28 days later, yeah. Those zombies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Those guys.
I would, honestly, I put myself in that situation. I guarantee I would have died. I mean, there's no way. These zombies were like fast runners, and there's no way I would outrun these zombies.
Yeah.
Too fast. Too furious.
Too fast. Too fast. Too many sequels.
If World War Z, I forgot. I used to look up the World War Z trilogy. I wanted to see what the second book was about, and I think it was just kind of like more on. I guess they were supposed to. Were they supposed to, like, level up in a way? Let me see this. World War Z.
Oh gosh.
They even have like a 2 thing.
What are they gonna start flying now?
Oh, great.
No, I mean they could
at the end. Well, at the end of the movie, right? Like you were saying, at the end of the movie, they found the vaccine, and the vaccine just happened to be a virus. Like the zombies didn't want to attack people who had a virus in them. So I'm not sure if they did come out with a sequel, what would have been like the zombies are now immune to the virus that was in them, or would it have been something different? I mean, that would have been something cool to see. And you're right, I think the zombie fad is done though, right? Like who is it done? Do we still want to watch it?
The zombie thing? Yeah. It's more like post-apocalyptic alive people now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know that.
I don't think zombies will ever get old.
The Walking Dead just came out. That's true.
It will never get old.
Yeah. They're just. I mean, they're too terrifying. At least for me.
I mean, there's different ways that you can create a zombie. So
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, zombies was my favorite. The scariest thing to me when I first saw zombies. It was a 1969, 63. The Night of the Walking Dead. or Night of the Living Dead.
And
the original.
Yeah, the original one.
Mhm.
Oh man, I was like this the whole lock the door, close the curtains. Yo, I was afraid. I was like, they can break down doors. I was like, they're stronger than my dad. What? You know what I'm saying? I was like, this is crazy. My dad is large. Yeah, dude. So like, yeah.
No way.
I was like,
exactly.
And then I was like, you can turn into them? Yeah, no. My brother always wants to like, he's like, dude, what would you do? You know, what would you do if you were in this, you know, in a zombie apocalyptic world? I was like, I'd turn. I'm not gonna run. You know how hard it's gonna find food? You crazy?
Yeah.
If I'm one of them, I just gotta chase y'all. You know?
Exactly.
I was just like, I was like, I'm just.
Oh man.
Smart that way. But yeah,
Exactly.
I'm
I'm just gonna give him the arm though. Just bite the arm, not the neck.
Just scratch it. Okay, so this movie right here is actually fairly new. I'm just kind of impatient, I guess you could say. This movie is called Crazy Rich Asians. I love that movie, and I like how Harry Shum Jr. is in there.
Yes.
He's a dope dancer.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I know that him and Gemma, in the book or whatever, they are involved in some way, and I would love to see Gemma's story, because man, her arc in the movie was just, I just want to give her a hug, you know, maybe marry her, whatever it makes her happy.
Yeah.
But you know, one of those things is just is I just want to see kind of her take, because you know Nick Young's one was awesome, you know, with Henry Golding and Constance Wu. Their character dynamics was perfect, you know,
just clicked.
Michelle
Exactly.
Yeoh. Yeah, Michelle Yeoh with Constance was just oh my gosh. And so I would love to see that. I would also love to see the more of the of how the rich on the east side of the world spend their money. Like the wedding thing that I saw, I was just like, luckily before I watched Crazy Rich Asians, I've seen like, I guess there was this trend out in China of how they would have like this veil kind of come into the to the wedding ceremony, and I was just like, now that's cool. They had like birds and stuff like that. And so when I saw it in the movie, they like tripled that, and I'm just like, that's so sick. And so I'm just like, that's cool. And then I found out that Singapore is where they had the wedding, and I guess that's where they lived, right? And in Singapore, the rich to poor ratio was like as if people who was so like, it was so large. The difference of class was so large. It was like a 6 foot person walking around like 2 feet people. You know what I mean? Like that was how large the economy gap was between the rich and the poor. And I was just like, geez, you know what I mean? I was just like, how are the rich able to walk amongst, you know, the poor and the vice versa? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and so I wanted to see how the second one would be, because, you know, they're already there. Of course they're stupid rich, but I just would like to see how that goes. So Crazy Rich Asians.
Have you read the book? Did you read the book?
I did not read the book. I didn't even know it was a book until after the movie was finished. Or until I finished the book. Or the movie, excuse me.
The movies,
I looked up everything I could, and I was just like, should I read it? I was just like, I don't know. But have you read the book?
I read the second one, which is China Rich Girlfriend, and then the third one is Rich People's Problems. I read the second one, and you know, no spoilers, because you know I don't want to say anything. But if they put this on film, it's gonna actually, I would say it's gonna be better than the first one. So, if they bring back the same characters, if they bring back the same people, Michelle Yeoh, if they bring her back, then yes. And supposedly, rumor is Ming Na is one of the aunts, and she's like even worse than Michelle Yeoh, and she has like a, you know, a say on who what's the name, the
Nick
Rick. Was his name Rick? No, what was his name? Nick Young. Yeah.
Nick Young.
She has a say on the whole wedding thing. Yeah. So if they put Ming Na in as the the crazy aunt, it's going to be a crazy movie. So yeah, that's going to be a good movie when the part 2 does decide to come out.
Man, I would love to see Ming Na in there because I do like her character. God. She's also in the TV series. What is that? The Marvel
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
But to see her as like a more traditional kind of mother or aunt, I guess in this case, I would love to see how she would do that. So yeah, for sure. I want this
definitely
Rich Asians too. And what was it called? You said what was the name of it?
Yeah,
Chinese girl.
It's called China Rich Girlfriend. China Rich Girlfriend is supposedly part 2, and then Rich People's Problems is the third one. And from reading the book, again, not trying to give spoilers, I think it's going to be more towards. You remember his cousin at the end of the movie? How she divorced that guy?
Yeah.
And
then, yeah.
She ends up meeting an old fling at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling from reading the book, it'll be like her story in the second one. So, but we'll see.
That's what I'm looking. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yes.
Because I'm a big fan of Harry Shum because he's a dancer. I mean, I want to see his acting more. So yeah. Joe, you got another one?
This one's I think is a classic in my opinion. Came out in 2000. That's Gladiator with Russell Crowe. This one, I mean, what can you say about this one? Greece and emperors and gladiators fighting in front of, it's
Colosseums.
The story writes itself, right? I mean, they double cross him, kill his family, comes back, avenges them, but now what? Where does he go from here? So I kind of feel like he just continues that crusade of fighting and saving people and trying to make up for all the loss he had. But Gladiator, I mean, that was one of my favorites when I was a kid.
Yeah, it was man. I mean, that movie brought us back to Rome, right? The Roman days. Yeah. It's like, it's like that's when like you if you don't fight, you get killed. And yeah, man, it just for them to not come out again, for them not to come out with a sequel, that it's one of those.
And then just to see the Colosseum built fully and how it looked back then, and just the special effects they put into it was pretty cool.
Yes. For us to relive, what happened back then was kind of cool. Kind of like that.
For sure.
I'm gonna go with a movie, late 90s, early 2000s, that sci-fi movie, and the movie's Galaxy Quest. I don't know how big sci-fi guys you are. Tim Allen's, it's kind of like a Star Wars spin-off where you have these TV actors who plays, it's kind of like Star Wars, Star Trek, and they end up getting called up by the aliens to help them fight a real war. And these guys are actors now, and they're like, we're just actors. We're not, real. We're not real people. So at the end of the movie, they kind of like tease it to where they would have a part 2. So, they show the villain, his eyes open up. So for them to not have a part 2, it's kind of like, you guys should have came out with a part 2 with this one. I mean, it's a sci-fi movie, and sci-fi can never go wrong.
Yeah. I mean, you can also like change the settings. Like you see the aliens grab them, so because they're so used to it. But if those same actors are in another movie, like a dinosaur movie, they gotta go in the past. That'd be cool. Yeah.
You gotta. There's exactly.
So many themes. It's really, the journey. Ranuma, you have any more?
I think that's the beauty too of
I got one.
Sci-fi.
Yeah.
It leaves so much room to be able to kind of
you can never go wrong with
change things. Yeah, for sure.
So the next one is 2005 film with Will Smith, Hitch.
Nice.
I think I've watched that movie like 1,000 times. It's one of those romantic comedy movies, which that's like my genre right there.
Mm-hmm. Rom-coms.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what is Will Smith's gonna be pulling out a second one? If he does, what would happen? They're already together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, was it? And plus, I wouldn't mind seeing more. Was it Eva Mendes or Eva Mendes? Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing more of her in the second one.
And then see what happens after it was the wedding, right? That's when they ended it.
Yeah,
it was the best friend's wedding.
Yeah.
So maybe Hitch and the other guy, maybe they do something else. It was Albert Brenneman or something like that.
Yeah.
They get like a third person, probably. I don't know, but that was like one of my favorite movies. Well, I mean, Will Smith always comes out with a whole bunch of good movies too. So
he has good stuff.
Yeah. So I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to that movie.
Yeah,
if whatever comes up with it.
Will Smith is. I mean, everything he touches is gold. So you can almost guarantee it's going to be at the very least entertaining to watch him.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's my list. But I have one more. But I think that's going to be like an open discussion because it's the one on Eric's shirt.
It's on my list.
It's on my list too. I think it's on all four of everybody's list.
Yeah,
but yeah. But before you head there, does anybody have one? Any else or?
No, I'm done. I think I tapped out my list.
I did.
I'm out too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I want to throw an honorable mention to one movie, 1982. You guys were still babies, or probably not even born when this movie came out. But E.T., man, E.T. should have been. They should have brought E.T. back and find out what happens. I mean, if they would have done that, maybe like in 86, 87, I think it would have been cool to actually see what happens to Elliot as he gets older. But for them to just leave us guessing, or Steven Spielberg to leave us guessing and not come out with a sequel. I mean, it's good as it is, but it would have been nice to see him come back.
I read somewhere, Steven Spielberg, he doesn't like doing sequels, but he actually thought about doing an E.T. sequel. He wrote like this 10-page forward with one of the original writers, and what they were going to do was almost even change the genre. It would have been a lot darker. They would have had like another group of aliens land, and then Elliot and E.T. try to save the world somehow from these sinister aliens. I thought that would have been really cool, but then he backed out and said he didn't want to take away from the innocence of the first movie. But I was like, man, that would have been cool though, just to watch. That was like a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Like a teenage E.T.
Would have been cool.
All edgy. All right, so
now with all the half baked and full baked going on.
Half baked ET.
Yeah. Half baked ET. Full baked, fully baked.
Fully baked ET.
Fully baked.
That's what brought us to World War Z.
Yeah, World War Z.
Bruce Lee ET.
All the half baked and the beer fest. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee ET.
Bruce T. Bruce T.
Oh jeez.
Oh man.
He kicks somebody and then he's like, ouch.
He got the seventh sense all of a sudden.
Wow.
And then at the same time, he would have pulled his finger out and he would have healed you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more than a phone.
It's more than a phone. Yeah. Oh man.
So the Goonies. Let's chat.
Goonies.
Yes.
Oh man, we're really doing this right now. We're really doing this.
Let's
The
Hey, you
Goonies.
guys.
1985.
Astoria, Oregon.
The Goonies. Hey, you guys. They should have came out with a sequel for that one, because they left us with this pirate ship leaving the cave, and they could have did like, okay, let's chase the ship down and find out, kind of thing, but they never did,
Right.
So
Yeah.
Why not? Why did they get to stay at their house? They did find those gems in the bag, so did they get to stay at the house, or did they have to leave like they wanted them to?
One reason. It's because it's a Steven Spielberg movie.
There you go.
Yep.
No,
I think that's why.
there it is. There
I
it
feel
is.
like if it could get a second movie, The Goonies.
True.
Could get the second movie.
But
I
do you guys
assumed
think
it
they would
would.
do like a reboot of Goonies?
No.
That's one of those movies that shouldn't. Me and Joe talked about this before. That's one of the movies that shouldn't be touched. Just
Yeah.
because the creativity that was involved,
Mhm.
the storyline that they put in there. What else can you do differently to catch our attention if they did a reboot? It's like
Yeah.
the graphics would be better. And who would play the same characters? I mean, it's I can't see different people playing. It's like, come on, who else can go there and go like booty trap?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said, booty trap.
Did he cancel? No. Children say,
I know, right?
Don't boycott the movie.
Boycott them. Yep. Then there goes Goonies.
Yeah.
It was Goonies, yeah.
I mean, weren't there a lot of parodies too? There was a lot of parodies for The Goonies.
Oh
But
yeah.
that's not good
yeah,
enough.
definitely.
We need a sequel. Would you guys like to see? I mean, the same characters come in. Like, what? Like, how do you think their characters would fare out now? Like, I would assume they're old enough to like probably take care of their own properties and such. You know what I mean? Like, how do you think?
Yeah,
the
I think it
sequel
would probably
go
be
from here.
maybe their kids, next generational kind of deal, something like that. I don't know,
Yeah.
because I mean, so
Yeah.
much time has passed. Some of these movies have an expiration date because the actors get old, so you're gonna have to completely change the storyline. But I think
Mhm.
it should be kids. I mean, that was the whole lure of it, them going through this adventure, and the things you
Mhm.
think about with your friends when you're playing and running around being fools. So. Yeah, it'd be a tough one to do now. I
Mhm.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
That's true. That's true.
So what if their kids are the next generation? However, their parents or one of them are in the position that the guys that they were going against are in now. You know what I'm saying? Like they own a business or something like that, and they're gonna demolish a building. However, their kids are gonna help those people out, right? And and it would so they would maybe make the kids like smarter, and they would know how to help raise money, help them do something that the tenants or whatever already know what they're doing.
A little bit more
what I mean?
tech savvy.
Yeah, because it's definitely that's where movies are moving towards today. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't really derive apart, but it would be cool to see that the Goonies have become the Goons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That'd be kind of cool,
Oh, that's
right?
good.
No,
Should write that down.
That would have been good. Right? Or we could even add that
Send it to Spielberg.
we could even add that they found half the treasure, but there's still another treasure still there that they have to try to find, kind of thing. They found some of it, but not all of it. Yeah, the crypto. Yeah, it's called Bitcoin.
Cryptocurrency.
Bitcoin. Yeah,
Bitcoin,
see,
yeah.
right there, like this. That'd be so funny, like to see. I mean, how they get to that.
Goonies
point,
are the ones who discovered Bitcoin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
And we
But,
just
I mean-
didn't know until now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I would love to see
What
that.
was
That
really
would
under One-Eyed Willie's patch?
Right?
What?
Yeah.
The secret to the Bitcoin
original.
stash.
The Goonster.
Dudes.
It was a flash drive.
Oh, man.
to the future.
I was gonna say a floppy disk, but I don't think it would fit in there.
Floppy disk. Oh my gosh.
Man.
Every time I think of that, just the space alone just baffles me today. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What else?
Oh man, this was fun, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Man.
No, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, man.
Oh no, it was a pleasure, man. You guys are great.
Yeah, no,
for sure.
Yeah.
No, I mean, definitely. This is me and Joe's podcast. This is definitely what we do and what we talk about is just like nonsense over nonsense, and you don't know how many times we get thrown off our topics and we try to keep it for a certain time frame, but next we're like, dude, like, come on, we're still
2 hours.
Yeah,
we're talking about half-baked like an hour ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, thank you guys. This
was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you once again to Eric.
We would definitely like to have you guys jump on our podcast, The Ordinary Joes, and come up with a topic, come up with something that we can talk about. Let's try to keep it to the one minimum of half-baked movies.
No full ones either.
Yeah. Hey, and if you have any anime suggestions, man, let me know. I'll watch them and we can talk about that stuff.
Sorry.
What? Did you just say anime right now? Bro.
Yeah,
yes.
you just got him going for like another 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Yo,
I'm out of the loop. It's been years.
Oh my.
So just give me some suggestions and I'll watch
it.
Same. I got into anime a long time ago for a little bit. Not like you guys. I think it was like the Guy series. So if you guys have anything you can suggest for me to watch, I'll watch it and we can talk about it.
Yeah, man. Oh, for sure. We do anime reviews all the time. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Before
he's scheming now. Good job.
All right. Well, for everybody listening and watching, don't forget to go ahead and follow the Ordinary Joes Podcast. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Eric,
thank you.
Joe, you guys are awesome. And Ranuma, take us home, man.
Thank you guys.
All right. So that wraps up this episode. Huge thank you to White Wong Media. Don't forget to like us on Facebook.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Like, comment down below, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All the links are down below. Thanks again for tuning in. See you next time.
See you guys next time.